Steam has thousands of free games. Most of them are garbage, but every once in a while you stumble across a free game that's so polished, so well designed, so absolutely packed with content that you're convinced there's a catch. Spoiler alert, there isn't. I'm talking about games with AAA level graphics, hundreds of hours of gameplay, and stories that rival $60 titles. Games where you download them thinking, okay, this is going to be sketchy, and then you're blown away by how much effort actually went into them. We're breaking down 20 free Steam games that genuinely feel like they should cost $40, $50, even $60. Games that prove you don't need to spend a dime to have an incredible experience. Some of these are going to surprise you. Some are going to become your new favorites. Let's find your next obsession. A high-energy FPS action game built around destruction, speed, and chaos, where matches are fast, environments collapse dynamically, and gunfights never feel static. One of the freshest free shooters on Steam. You're battling in destructible arenas where everything can be destroyed, creating emergent gameplay. The destruction physics are incredible. Walls collapse, floors crumble, entire buildings fall. Gunplay is satisfying with impact. Matches are fast and chaotic. 3 character classes with distinct playstyles. The spectator mode is spectacular. Twitch viewership proves quality. Embark Studios created innovation. The free model is generous. This shooter feels genuinely fresh. Destruction-based gameplay is the future. A cross-platform online co-op survival game similar to Stardew Valley or RuneScape, placing you in a calm fantasy village where you can help it flourish by crafting and customizing structures. You're settling in a peaceful village, helping NPCs, fishing, cooking, gardening. There's zero combat, zero pressure. The vibe is purely relaxing. You can play solo or cooperatively. Building and decorating is meditative. The fishing is surprisingly engaging. Romance options develop naturally. Cross-platform means play on PC or Switch seamlessly. Singularity 6 created a wholesome MMO experience. The philosophy is anti-monetization. This free game proves relaxation is premium content. Genuinely calming experience. A tactical medieval MMO that puts your warlord in control of entire armies, using varied abilities and siege weapons to engage in huge battles with up to 29 other players. You're commanding armies against other players in massive siege warfare. The scale is incredible, hundreds of players battling simultaneously. The warlord combat feels impactful. Customization is deep with weapon types, armor, special abilities. Battles feel cinematic with explosions, collapsing walls, screaming soldiers. The siege mechanics are strategic. You can play solo or coordinate with guilds. Regular seasonal content refreshes. This free MMO achieves scope few games even attempt. Booming Games created something special. A stylish puzzle game about assembling a harem of demon girls with clever grid-based puzzles that require careful planning, with tight runtime ensuring it never overstays its welcome. You're solving puzzles, navigating a demon realm, collecting attractive demon girls. The art style is gorgeous. The humor is perfect. The puzzles are clever, requiring planning. The soundtrack is banger quality. The story is surprisingly charming, with genuine character development. It's short and sweet, perfect pacing. The free-to-play model is completely generous. Jake's passion project became a phenomenon. The community created amazing mods. This puzzle game proves art and design matter more than budget. Incredibly charming experience. Originally a mod for Half-Life, it evolved into a psychological horror experience that rivals premium titles, featuring multiple endings, co-op support, and extended campaign length, making it feel more ambitious than most free projects. You're navigating a dark Swedish city, being hunted by horrific creatures. The atmosphere is oppressive. The story is genuinely disturbing, exploring psychological horror themes. The combat is tense and resource scarce. You can play solo or co-op. Co-op is chaotic and scary. The multiple endings reward experimentation. The voice acting is incredible.
This free horror game achieves what AAA devs spend millions trying to accomplish. The production value is shocking for something free. If you want genuine horror, play this. The game initially appears to be a light-hearted dating simulator, but is actually a metafictional psychological horror game that extensively breaks the fourth wall. With over 125,000 user reviews, it holds an overwhelmingly positive rating. 96% of reviews are positive. The first few hours go normally as a cute romance visual novel, but everything changes in Act 2, with the game turning into a psychological thriller with heavy fourth wall breaking. The game utilizes metafictional elements to blur the line between fiction and reality, earning it a reputation as a psychological horror masterpiece. It's free. It's only a few hours. It will destroy you mentally. Don't spoil yourself. Just play it. One of gaming's most important experiences. Genshin Impact confirms its first massive game update for 2026 with 3 new 5-star characters, including Columbina, plus new map expansions and story quests continuing its dramatic story arc. The February 2026 update returns to Mondstadt with brand new adventures, weapon skins, new character banners, and the Chronicled Wish event, featuring Mondstadt characters with increased rate-ups. You're exploring a massive open world, collecting elements, solving puzzles, discovering secrets. The combat is engaging with 70-plus playable characters, gorgeous aesthetics with emotional storytelling. Cross-platform play means you start on PS5, continue on phone. The gacha system is generous, no mandatory spending, regular updates with new regions, characters, quests. This free RPG has production value rivaling paid AAA games. Hoyoverse created a phenomenon. Path of Exile is one of the best games on Steam, period. With its massive skill tree allowing extreme customization and seasonal content constantly renewing the experience. You're in exile slaying monsters across dark fantasy lands with mind-bending loot and build possibilities. The skill gem system creates thousands of character build combinations. The passive skill tree is absurdly complex, offering legitimate theory crafting. Seasonal challenge leagues reset economy, providing fresh starts. Endgame content includes brutal boss fights. Trading economy is player-driven, creating emergent gameplay. Path of Exile 2 released and expanded the experience substantially. It proves free-to-play can avoid greediness. Grinding gear games proves passion-driven development wins. 500-plus hour investment easily justified. Riot Games regularly balances champions to meet the demands of competitive scene, requiring constant precision, and League retains a major position among free PC games in 2026. You're choosing from 170-plus champions with unique abilities, personalities, and playstyles. The game balance is phenomenal, with constant updates ensuring no champion dominates. The competitive scene is massive. Professional leagues worldwide. Worlds Tournament is esports' biggest event. Ranked Ladder is engaging with real progression. Cosmetics are cosmetic only. The free champion rotation lets you try different playstyles. The tutorial onboards new players well. Riot's commitment to balance and esports legitimacy is unmatched. Free strategic team game with legitimate esports infrastructure. The free MOBA that spawned an esports empire with absolutely ridiculous depth. Dota 2 has 140-plus heroes with completely unique abilities and playstyles. Every match is different, requiring coordination, strategy, positioning, timing. The competitive scene is legendary. The International generates millions in prize pools. Learning curve is steep, but the community is helpful. Ranked matchmaking is fantastic, connecting players at similar skill levels. The cosmetics don't affect gameplay. Zero pay to win. Valve created the template that changed gaming. Professional esports prove legitimacy. If you want the deepest strategic team game ever made, it's free. Take the time to learn Dota. Destiny 2 has polished gunplay and satisfying abilities that feel great moment to moment, with the free experience offering plenty of action-focused content with AAA feeling action without an upfront cost. You're a guardian defending humanity with incredible weapons, exotic gear, and supernatural abilities. The gunplay is crisp, moment-to-moment shooting is phenomenal. Cooperative raids provide endgame PvE content. PvP is competitive and skill-based. The free campaign offers a decent story introduction. Seasonal content constantly adds new activities, weapons, quests. The paid expansions add substantial content, but the free base experience is surprisingly generous. Bungie's live service is respected across the industry. This free shooter has more depth than most paid games. Warframe is one of the go-to recommendations for free-to-play games with fast-paced movement, fantastic gunplay, and a wide variety of locations. As long as you put in the time, you can acquire just about anything without mandatory spending. You're a space ninja, piloting powerful exoskeletons called Warframes, slashing through hordes of enemies with incredible combat. The movement system is phenomenal. Parkour, wall running, teleportation. Customization is insanely deep, with hundreds of weapons, mods, and cosmetics. The progression system is generous. 12 years of content, and it's constantly updated with new missions, weapons, cosmetics. Digital Extremes proved free-to-play doesn't mean greedy. The complexity rewards patience, but stays accessible. This is what live service should be. Apex Legends is one of the most exciting shooters you can play, and it's even better when playing with friends. With fast-paced gameplay and a cool hero character system making it a really fun experience. You're choosing from 60-plus unique legends, each with distinct abilities, personalities, and playstyles. The gunplay feels crisp, the movement is smooth, and the character interactions are genuinely charming. Seasonal content constantly refreshes with new legends, weapons, and Battle Pass cosmetics. The free experience is generous. You can unlock legends through gameplay, not just money. Respawn created a hero shooter that rivals anything costing $60. The skill ceiling is incredibly high, making competitive play rewarding. Free AAA quality shooter. Counter-Strike 2 is completely free to play, and Valve respects that by ensuring no pay-to-win mechanics exist. The game focuses entirely on skill and ability. As of January 2026, Counter-Strike 2 dominates player engagement with over 1.6 million concurrent players and remains the most played title on Steam. The July 2025 update brought a major animation system overhaul with fully reworked first-person animations, including weapon draw, firing, reload, and even chicken animations. You're playing tactical rounds of bomb defuse or hostage rescue with phenomenal gunplay, map design, and competitive depth. The fast-paced team combat receives modern visual enhancements alongside upgraded physics and server reaction capabilities with improved smoke engine dynamics. Zero pay to win, pure competition. This is what a free AAA shooter should be.